All right, so if you are using a pie pumpkin to bake something, the next thing you'll want to do after you cut it open is you'll have your two halves. You'll want to scoop out the seeds. So if you feel like you want to add the roasted pumpkin seeds to whatever you're making, maybe you're making a pumpkin soup or something like that and you want to roast the seeds as kind of a garnish, you can keep some or all of them, or if you just want to keep them for a snack, that would work too. Otherwise, you just can kind of scoop them out into the trash. So you just kind of scoop around, and you just use just a regular spoon, kind of just go around the edge, kind of toward the middle where this bottom part of the stem would have been. You'll maybe have to work a little bit harder to get that out, and then you can kind of just scoop it into the trash there. And you want to really make sure that you can clean it out pretty well, getting all of the seeds out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just mostly want to get the seeds out. Okay. And there may be some stringy stuff on the inside, and that's okay. You just mostly want to get all of the seeds out of there. All right, so if you think you want to keep some of the seeds, right, you can have a bowl nearby, and you can see on this pie pumpkin there's some opening here, but there's a little bit of flesh here. So I'm going to start with this side, and I'm just going to scoop the seeds kind of softly into the dish. Okay, get a few of these ones out of here. And then I'm going to try to go in just same as the other one, just with the edge of the spoon, kind of cut through that part where the stem is, and scoop around. Okay, so kind of opened it up a bit. And so again, I'm going to just kind of lightly scrape some of the seeds in. You're going to get some of that stringy stuff with the seeds, so don't worry about that too much. Okay. And then just depends on how many you want to keep. How much you keep scooping out is totally up to you. So when you're done and you have the amount that you want, you can scoop the rest of it into the trash, right? And then you are ready to bake. So let's get this all nice and scooped out. Be careful, those seeds might fling all over the place, so it's definitely you might have to clean up this project a little bit later. You don't have to scoop too hard, just enough to get the seeds out of there. Okay. So I got the seeds out, both sides of my pumpkin are clean. And then if we want to use the seeds, you'll want to fill your bowl up with some water. So I have a little bit of fleshy there. And you'll just kind of rinse it with the water and get the flesh out, and then strain it. So I'll be back in a second through the magic of video, and we'll have some clean seeds. So voila, we have clean and dry seeds. So for the seeds, you'll rinse out of the dish. You'll try to get most of the fleshy stuff off of the seeds. And then you'll strain so that you can just get some of the rest of that out, drain the water. And then you'll spread the seeds out on a towel, or a paper towel is fine too. And then you'll want to let them completely dry before you do anything with them. Okay, and then in order to roast them, you'll want to have a cookie sheet or some sort of flat surface that you can put in the oven. I like to line mine with parchment paper, but if you have a silicone baking sheet, you might not need to do so. And then you just sprinkle the seeds onto the baking sheet. We're going to spread them out. And then depending on what kind of seasoning you're going to use, you want to make sure you first coat the seeds with some oil of some kind. So it depends on what oil you like and what kind of flavor you're going for. So there can be savory, maybe you use sunflower oil, use salt and pepper, maybe a little seasoned salt, or if you maybe want to go on the sweeter side, you could use some ghee and sprinkle it with clove and cinnamon. That might be nice too. And again, if you're using it as a garnish for your dish, you can sprinkle any of the seasonings that you use for the dish that you're making, and that can just add a little extra toasted flavor. So you can again get some more helpful tips and other Ayurveda tutorials at sageandfuddle.com, and we hope to see you next time.